Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 7/17/8. You already know we in the month of 7. This is the month of balance. In supreme mathematics, this is the number of God. We're talking about the Libra scales here. This is all about interpersonal relationships and how those things move. This is about making sure that the facets of self are balanced. Libra rules over the external side of the heart chakra, which is the vortex and what you attract, with your Venusian space, right? So it's just making sure what you attracted to your vortex is really a reflection of what you got going on inside of you, that Taurus energy inside, and not what's happening outside, right? That's opposite. So we on the day of 1 and 7. This is knowledge of God. This is knowledge of those Libra scales of balance, justice, and fairness, and harmony in those bonds and contracts. Do you have knowledge of balance? Do you have knowledge on how to balance them? Work on it, because that'll bring you to 8. This is the solar plexus chakra. This is transformation, death, and rebirth, empowerment, enforcement of your internal law happens when you have this knowledge, right? And you're going to put that into more scales in the month of 7, and that's going to bring you to 1 and 5. That is knowledge and walking in the power of your truth, and you're going to apply that to your health, wealth, daily routine, and your moral and integral code, because that 1 and 5 come together and bring 6. We're going to bring that 6 into the year of 8. This is the year of transformation, death, and rebirth, empowerment, working on the solar plexus chakra. This is the energy of Hera Kahuti, which is the enforcement of your internal energy, and we love it here. So we take that 6, we put it into the 8. That's 1 and 4, knowledge, and what you're materializing with that knowledge now that you're enforcing all of that shit into your space, and you're saying, hey, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, this is what I require, right? So now that you're materializing in that space, today is the day of 5. This is about walking in the power of your truth. And yeah, it's going to shake some boots. It's going to piss some people off, but it's all about what makes you empowered. So let's talk about what's happening in the astronomical report. We start the day off with 81% waxing gibbous moon rising at 5:27 p.m. and setting at 1:45. We are in Sagittarius in the mindset. That's that oracle sage energy, right? That God. And then we are in Scorpio, so we create transformations on those double 8s that we got today in the 8th house with it, of those transformations, enforcement, solar plexus chakra energy, build and destroy, right? Sunrise at 5:45 a.m. and setting at 8:25 p.m. The moon is Jupiter at minimal angle at 3:49 a.m. The moon is 2.7 degrees south. Conjunction at 4:22 a.m. The moon is 2.7 degrees out south. Observe at 1:19 a.m. with a 3 degrees south southwest separation. Moon and Graphius in conjunction at 6:17 a.m. The moon is 5.7 degrees south. Minimal angle at 5:22 a.m. The moon is 5.6 degrees south. And observe that at 1:32 a.m. with a 6 degrees south southwest separation. So those are our Mars and Saturn stars in the Scorpius constellation, motivating you, giving you the challenges that you need to be motivated, feel ambitious, and all those things. Don't succumb to them. Triumph over them to keep going. Venus and Persepi are in conjunction at 9:25 a.m. Venus is 5 degrees north. Minimal angle at 9:49 a.m. Venus is 4 degrees north northeast. Occultation occurs, but no, this is not visible. Persepi is that star in the Cancer constellation, giving us a little bit of malice, a little bit, but it's like it's what we need in our heart chakra a little bit. Put a little nasty taste in our mouth about some things that don't really serve us and shouldn't be in our vortex to begin with. Ashe. Pluto reaches max brightness at 5:35 p.m., giving us the supreme transformations that we need with this double 8 day. The moon and Anti-Aries are in conjunction at 2:20 p.m. The moon is 4 degrees south, minimal angle at 2:31 p.m. The moon is 2.2 degrees southeast. Occultation does occur, and we can observe that at 9:11 p.m. with a 3.3 degree east southeast separation. And Aries is that Mars and Jupiter. So now that we've gone through the Mars and Saturn stars, giving us those challenges, now we're in Mars and Jupiter. Now we're being motivated with generosity. We're being motivated with optimism. It's kind of like that like you pushed the baby out and the baby was painful, and that was all Mars and Saturn because you were motivated to push it. You had to push it, couldn't just stay in there. But then now that it's out, it's kind of like I still feel motivated, because there's this thing as this rest of this stuff that got to come out, and now we got to do the things, but now it's just like with it. Okay. Activity of Perseus begins. Max activity is on August 13th. They move at 100 an hour. For my sky watchers out there, the west side of the moon crater Grimaldi is tipped into view. The globular cluster M55 in Sagittarius constellation at the highest point in the sky at midnight. And the sun enters Cancer constellation. Happy homecoming to my Cancerians on the Vedic chart. So now we have the sun aligned in the tropical, your mindset, Vedic, your heart set, and draconic in our soul for the next 4 or 5 days before the sun enters the Leo zodiac. And we love it here. That happens at 7:30 p.m. EST. So have fun in your nurturing space at home and family, and tapping into your intuition and your inner feminine energy. You'll thank yourself for it later. I love you guys. Reach out if you would like a personal reading. Peace, peace, y'all.